The Champion of Champions tournament has seen 16 of the world's best players reduced to a field of 4. We've reached the closing stages here in Coventry in the heart of England, and it's time for our first semi-final. And for this match we feature two of the biggest names in the sport, Ronnie Sullivan and Neil Robertson. Both have claimed the World Championship crown. Now they are competing for the Champion of Champions title. The first semi-final is the best of 11 frames. Allen and Trump compete in the other semi, but for now it's all about Robertson and O'Sullivan. In the opening frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan was the first to make his mark with some solid play that suggested he was in fine form. But in the second, a mistake by O'Sullivan gave Robertson the opportunity he was waiting for, and
Ronnie
he levelled the match.
40, Neil Robertson 7.
In the third, Robertson suggested that this might be his day with some impressive long pots to take the frame. But O'Sullivan wasn't to be denied for long, hitting back in the fourth. Once again, the match was level. 1. This is now the fifth. Commentary comes from Clive Everton and Stephen Hendry.
A little bit more angle on this black than is comfortable. He'd love to just stun for the red that's nicked to the right, the black to the same pocket, but he's got to do a little bit with the cue ball here. He's played it well though. Played it very well actually. Very aggressive shot. Didn't have to go into the bunch there.
Be interested to see, Clive, if Neil goes ahead maybe 2 frames, if Ronnie switches to the form of last night, the speed to try and intimidate Neil a bit more, try and put him off his guard, because he definitely affected John last night with the speed that he played, the game that he played, everything about him was completely, you know, almost like exhibition-like.
24.
Well, I'd have said before O'Sullivan came on the scene that it was impossible to play as well as O'Sullivan did last night at 13 seconds a shot. But there's no sign tonight
31.
that Robertson has been sucked into playing at O'Sullivan's pace.
No, I said
32.
at the top of the show it was very important for Neil just to play his own game. And obviously he's been world champion, world number 1, he's number 4 in the world. There's no way he's not going to be up for a match like this and be able to compete. But yeah, it's just the thing with playing Ronnie, you've got to ignore the circus that comes with it and just stick to your own game.
$39. $40.
Lovely angle in the blue. If he should wish to go into the bunch again, he's just looking. If he hits the pink and errs on the right hand side of the table as we look, if he goes to the left hand side of the pink, he can lose the cue ball, maybe going off in the left corner pocket. That's quite a big target. There you see, and on the right hand side, perfectly played.
45.
It was the time to go into the bunch, even though there was a potable red on both edges of the pack.
$46. $53.
This is a chance for Robertson to go into the lead for the first time.
54.
And this is the only way you can put pressure on Ronnie O'Sullivan.
61.
He missed his long plot effort by a long way, left to plant,
62.
and Neil is punishing him with a frame winning break. If you were to take 2 or 3 opportunities to get the frame won, okay, you've won the frame, but it wouldn't really put that pressure
69.
on the opponent. This is how you do it, winning frames in one visit.
Which he already has, barring sneakers. Not that O'Sullivan's going to get any chance to play for them.
Sure. 76.
O'Sullivan will recognise that this frame has gone. The only question which remains is, will
77.
Robertson go on to make a century? His career total is 659, and he's the only player to make a century of centuries in one season, 103 in 2013-14.
$84. $85.
Robertson wants to clear up, to leave O'Sullivan stewing in his chair.
$92. $93.
Robertson's made good use of his opportunities this evening. He cleared up with 42
$99.
in the second frame after O'Sullivan looked like winning it. And luckily canning the pink into the middle pocket in potting a black. The Australian number 1 made a break of 62 to lead 2-1.
108.
Lost the fourth to O'Sullivan's 81.
Neil Robertson,
But he takes the
108
fifth
in the frame.
with a century. Break of 108. Neil Robertson leads Ronnie O'Sullivan by 3 frames to 2.
Welcome back to the opening semi-final in the Champion of Champions. It's O'Sullivan against
37.
Robertson in this best of 11 match. It was honours even through the opening 4 frames, and then Robertson, with a break of 108, took the 5th. But it was his poor safety in the 6th that let O'Sullivan back in to draw level once again.
Neil Robertson, 37.
In the 7th, Robertson came back with a break of 87. And to prove there is little to separate these two, O'Sullivan came back in the 8th with a break of 86. All square once again. This is the 8th. Commentary from Clive Everton and Stephen Hendry.
One.
Into the bunch here. Try and get in between the little gap of the first 2 reds. Try and hit them both at the same time. No, he's hit it lovely. Okay, maybe not as much pace as I thought he might. Let's end of break.
6. O'Sullivan 6.
This red to left corner looks as if it could be a natural for Robertson to take the cue ball round behind the back of the black. Back down the table for his colour. But all it's done is given O'Sullivan a chance for a counter-attack.
One.
Well, it's a huge target to hit the bunch off one cushion. I wonder if he'll take the opportunity. The only thing that would stop him doing it is he doesn't want to block the black up. Doesn't want to knock the black onto the cushion. But yeah, it's such a good angle, such a big target, and I cannot believe he's missed it. Okay, he's on the red. But for Ronnie O'Sullivan, that was a poor shot, and he knows it.
5.
And I'd be even more disgusted to see where the black's gone.
6.
Yes, that was quite an important mistake, it seems to me.
And then perfect this time. One red, possibly to left middle.
9.
He'd be delighted if the pink pot's to the right corner. So the black being on the cushion doesn't matter now.
$16. 17. 23. 24.
Nice. Average shot time is coming down. As we said last night, at one point it was 12 seconds a shot against John Higgins. Start of this match he was up at 19. Obviously the more
30.
times he's at the table making breaks, that's obviously when the play is going to be a lot quicker. And the reason Ronnie O'Sullivan's shot time is so
31.
low is because usually his position is so pinpoint, he doesn't have to think about anything, he doesn't have to walk around the table. He just automatically falls into perfect position. Beautiful. Struck that beautifully.
33. 34.
1 difficult red remains.
39.
Slap bang in the middle of the black cushion.
40.
That was a good shot on the red. And a slight grimace. I don't think he expected to leave that red as difficult as he did the previous shot.
46.
It wasn't to be red, but Sullivan achieved best possible position on it. Only to miss the pink with the frame at his
Sullivan,
mercy.
47.
don't know exactly what Ronnie Sullivan was doing with the cue ball with that pink, because all it was a matter of stunning the cue ball just past
Settle
the
down,
left middle
please.
pocket for the yellow to the green pocket. You can see he doesn't have to play it like this. He's actually playing it off 2 cushions, like almost like an exhibition shot. He's been fortunate. I don't think he's left a pot on, but he's going to be glued to the pink ball. Yellow sent up the table. Is he taking this yellow on the way he's cueing? Oh, good shot.
2.
So Robertson needs to clear the colours to take a 5-4 lead. And the black is very unpromisingly placed. Even if Robertson is a left-hander.
Neil Robertson 2.
And he doesn't get that far. Green to middle eludes him. Half ball, trying to hold the cue ball, overcut it.
Again, Sullivan playing a very aggressive shot, trying to back double the green to the right middle pocket, and once again he's got away with it.
Every chance of a snooker there for a combination of pink and blue. Needed to hit it at the second cushion to keep the balls at different ends of the table.
Well, it was a wonderful hit, but obviously the second part of the shot wasn't played. Very good shot, a very brave shot as well at this stage. It's easy to hit the green from the baulk cushion. That was also a brilliant shot.
So who is going to go 1 up with 2 to play?
Be quite nice to see a black ball game at this stage, Clive, wouldn't it? 4-4.
Oh, we like to see breaks. We also like to see drama.
If anything, he'd err on the side of maybe missing this thin. Yeah, lovely pot. Now, how's the angle in the brown? To the right middle.
3.
It's fine. Oh, there's pressure on this.
Beautifully clipped in.
Seven.
Robertson still needs the 3 remaining colours.
Yeah, leave the cue ball somewhere around where the blue is, because then he can swing it off 2 cushions. The black is good for a left-hander. It's on the right cushion.
12.
So just swing this and get the cue ball pretty close to that green pocket.
The black's good for a left-hander if he can get best possible position.
So bottom right-hand side.
He's lost the cue ball, I think. Needs it to slow up.
18.
He won't be taking this on. Just didn't quite get low enough in the cue ball. That's why there was too much pace on it. Well, we've got our black ball game.
Which will decide who leads 5-4 in a race to 6.
Neil Robertson, 18.
We've seen Ronnie Sullivan take on a few shots this week. Is he going to take this black on to the yellow pocket?
Well, it wasn't the percentage shot, but it's run safe.
Yeah, I played it with an element of safety. I thought he might have just floated it in. He played a blue earlier on in this match for position on the yellow, where he just literally gave it enough pace to reach the pocket. I thought he was going to just put all his eggs in one basket and just play it 100%, but he's tried to screw the cue ball back for a little bit of safety. I was thinking a black ball game, if you decide to go for the pop, go all out for it 100%, forget about the cue ball.
Robertson wanted that under the right-hand side cushion. So Sullivan finally prevails in a black ball finish. And he leads by 5 frames to 4. He needs one of the remaining 2 frames to reach the final.
Welcome back to the Champion of Champions. It's the opening semi-final and an incredibly tight match between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Neil Robertson. This is now the 10th frame. O'Sullivan needs just one more for the win, but Robertson is at the table. Commentary from Clive Everton and Stephen Hendry.
And one of the reasons he didn't like it was that he was leaving an easy red for sure if the one that he attempted didn't go in.
Beautiful shot under pressure. He felt the pot was as difficult as a safety shot, so chose the attacking route and was actually quietly applauded by his opponent. He knew the quality.
8. White, yeah. Nine.
Robertson won one of the earlier frames with a brilliant initial pot and an 80-odd break from it. Could this be a repeat performance?
15. $16. Sure. 22.
Well, it's hard to see what's going to stop Neil not scoring 40 or 50 points without having to do anything drastic. The only thing you would think would stop it would be the pressure of the moment in this match. Nothing's easy, really. This is why these are the best players in the game.
23.
You still expect them to produce under this intense pressure. That's what they're supposed to do.
The best players have the sort of self-image whereby they can see themselves doing what they want to do. The lesser mortals may want to do it and think they got a chance of doing it, but they're not. They lack that
30.
deep sense of conviction that they're going to do it.
31. $38.
Is he on the back red? It's tight.
$39. $46. $47. $54. $55.
Didn't quite have.
62.
I'd like to have a little bit of right hand side on the cue ball there, just to take it further up towards the bulk end of the table. He's just off straight with this red. He wanted to play for the black, but can't do. Certainly with this red we see in the middle of the table. Only needs a couple more reds to take us to that decider. I think the screw shot's the right shot. At least you're guaranteed being on some sort of colour. That's the blue.
63.
If he risked falling through off a cannon of the red and falling through for the black, it could have gone wrong. So one good positional shot to play. Oh dear.
Well, shouldn't have been cannoning the yellow.
68.
But it's all caused by that 2 shots ago on the black, screwing back for the red. He played a poor shot, didn't get on the red properly, and this is a consequence. Nothing safe on the table either. Oh, that's wonderful. It really is. Just phenomenal long potting.
69.
Well, not just the quality of the shot, but the mental quality. He knew that he should have had an easy ball to clinch the frame, but played a poor positional shot and had to pull out a really
71.
fine long pot.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's another
72.
thing you have to have at the top level of, well, not just snooker, any sport, is temperament, big match temperament. And that was it there. Completely just erased it from his memory, the disappointment of cannon in the yellow. Ronnie Sullivan
79.
will be getting himself ready for that decider.
80.
Robertson in
86.
pursuit of his second century of the match, following the 108, which put him 3-2 up.
Yeah, I'm already thinking ahead to the
87.
decider. It's Neil's break off. He want a good one. He won't want to leave a red out for Ronnie Sullivan. Right, this is top drawer.
94. 95. 100.
Timely 100.
$101.
So it looks as if it's going to be a total clearance. All 15 reds with colours,
108.
and then the colours in sequence.
110. 113. 117.
Clearance of
122.
135 would be the highest break of the tournament, but it won't claim the break prize because there isn't one.
$128. Yeah, Robertson.
A wonderful and
135 on the
timely
frame.
total clearance of 135 enables Neil Robertson to level the match at 5-all and leave everything on the 11th frame decider.
Welcome back to Coventry for the first semi-final in the Champion of Champions. O'Sullivan against Robertson in what looks like a classic. All level after 10 frames. This is now the decider. Commentary from Clive Everton and Stephen Hendry.
Excellent long red from O'Sullivan.
I think he's on the brown. Straight into the pack of reds here. This comes off. Could be the game shot. Very surprised. He refused that. But as I said, they are a good bunch of reds to go into from the
5.
black. So if he gets level with the black here, got a great opportunity. That's perfect.
6.
The middle red in between the black and pink, that's the one he wants to hit.
What a time for a miscue.
I don't think I've ever seen
Ronnie
Ronnie Sullivan
O'Sullivan,
miscue.
6.
Amazing. Don't think he's done any great damage to his tip though, and he's been lucky enough to leave everything safe. Apart from
1.
the speculative double.
Well, Neil looks
Quietly,
bemused.
please.
The angle, must be the angle the red came off the cushion. I don't think he was expecting it to go anywhere near the pocket. He had the snooker anyway.
Neil Robertson, 1.
He's played the snooker, but I shouldn't think he'll get an advantage from it. I think I'd have much rather played a shot where, you know, you're forcing Ronnie to play a shot off the bunch from tight under the bulk cushion. Then, should Ronnie have hit the pack thick, it would have perhaps given Neil an opportunity. Snooker was a bit of a nothing shot there.
possible red, either to right middle or top right corner. Turned down as too difficult and too risky in favour of excellent safety.
Foul and a miss. Neil Robertson 4.
Not crucial, but an unnecessary 4 away.
One.
Couldn't get plumb on a colour. But Robertson trusted his potting.
That's when the hours and hours of practice comes into its
6.
own there. It's a sort of shot in straight blues to corner pockets that players spend hours practicing, all for moments like that. You can rely
7.
on it, rely on your technique under pressure.
So maybe O'Sullivan's unnecessary 4 away may prove more significant than I originally thought.
13.
I was just about to say this could be, that red could be the important shot in this frame and match. If Neil could have got nicely top side of the blue. He may have the slightest of angles, so lots of top spin. Touch your right hand side off this right cushion and try and release even just a couple of reds, just to keep the break going. Wonderful effort. Yeah, it's just there's a couple of reds just in the open. Maybe another one at the top of the pack. Goes.
19.
Yeah, I think that red is closest to the
20.
pink spot. Pots to left middle, possibly right corner as well. He could decide to go into the 5 reds here of the pink. I might be against it myself, because I think if you get on that red that's at the top of the bunch, there's every chance you can open the reds. I think this is a risk. I think that was a risk. Has it paid off?
$26.
Well, even if the left-hand red is potable to left corner, it's very tough cueing.
I think the way Neil hits the ball, I think I'd rather be taking the one that's closest to the blue, to the yellow pocket.
Struggled it in.
Yeah, nicely in the pink. That could be the winning shot.
When O'Sullivan failed to reach the bunch when he was snookered, it appeared that that was not a serious mistake. But Robertson is making it into one.
He's just having a look, the red to the right, the pink. He's got to cannon that, he can't avoid it. And he's just taking extra care. Don't take your eye off the pot. not as played.
33.
So if it's red to left middle, you just got to avoid any unwanted cannons on those three colours that are on the bulk end of the table, yellow, brown and black. Still not out of the woods yet. He's making it difficult. I thought when he put that awkward red and landed on the pink that it was virtually match over, but he needs another good positional shot here. Just avoid the brown. And the green. Didn't even see the green being a problem. How has he got to this stage from where he was 2 shots ago?
.44 in front, but far from over the line.
If I look back a few shots when he was playing that pink with the rest of the cannon already, if anything, he probably just thought too much into it. It wasn't that difficult a shot. But there's obviously massive pressure out there. But if he's taking this red on, this is... what a tough shot this is. That's magnificent. It really is.
37.
Under pressure, that was some pot.
And again, applauded by his opponent. Ronnie tapped his thigh with his hand with that shot. As a snooker player, you knew how tough that shot was. Slowly across the table, dropping it in dead weight. One more pot required.
.51 in front, with only 51 on the table.
43.
And that red surely seals Sullivan's fate. It's been a fine match. Both players have played to a very high standard. Robertson's made a couple of centuries, but that was incidental.
50.
Yeah, you definitely would have thought when Ronnie went 5-4 up, he'd at least have one good chance to win the match. It didn't come. Didn't really get an opportunity to win this match. A good opportunity anyway.
57. 58.
Robertson made a total clearance of 135 to equalise at 5-all.
63. 65.
And he's on the way to another big clearance to clinch the victory.
68.
Robertson's
72.
won the Champion of Champions title once. He'll have his chance to win it again
77.
on Sunday when he plays either Mark Allen or Judd Trump in the final. It's turning into a bit of a benefit for left-handers this tournament. So, with a clearance of 90, Neil Robertson completes a fine victory. He beats Ronnie Sullivan by 6 frames to 5.
It's Neil Robertson who progresses to the final, and he will be a keen spectator for our second semi, featuring Judd Trump and Mark Allen in the ManBet X Champion of Champions 2019.